Welcome, everyone. It is Sandra Alexei on this September 11th, and I'm an author, I'm an astrologer, I'm a spiritual and business coach, and my website is my personal muse, and it's underneath in the Show Me More, so you can see a lot of the different books I've done, and there is a photo album of some of my adventures. Okay, I'm also one of the co-author of Game Changer. It's the new model of relationships, more of the Aquarian. We've had a lot of challenges over the last few years of some incredibly interesting insights about karma, how relationships are changing because we're moving from more of a codependency to more of an interdependency. And in an interdependent relationship, you have to be totally independent and you come together. Okay, it's a great book. The first chapter is all about self-discovery. Okay, and there's a lot of interactive exercises. There is also in the earlier videos, I've actually did a synoptic of each chapter. Okay. And I would really appreciate it if you would like, if you would comment, and if you would subscribe to the channel. I'm offering, for each month, I draw somebody's name. I ask them first if they want to be a part of the draw, and they get a free mini reading with me. Okay, so here we are into September already, in this wild, transformative year of 2020, which is a master number. So as crazy as things are, there's a tremendous amount of purging, and we're getting ready for some great new energies, which are going to be very different, okay? It is about freedom, okay? It's about you aligning with the divine. Okay, so now today what we're going to talk about is, yay, finally, okay, direct and forward, here we go, Jupiter, which is the planet that rules Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and it went retrograde in Capricorn on May the 14th, 2020, and now it goes direct on September 13th. At 17 degrees of Capricorn. Retrograde is a time when things slow down so that different areas of your life need to be reviewed, re-edited, revised, re-evaluated, and reassessed. And we have a few of those planets that have been retrograde, and they're coming out slowly to go direct. The interesting thing is that these retrograde planets play out differently depending on your personal natal chart. The energy can be amplified, so the energy can be internalized and focused on themes of the particular planet, the natal house, and the energy can also be stuck, okay, and or a big one. The past can return. So either people, issues, contracts, and or relationships that need to be understood and adjusted or released, okay? Your personal experience will depend on the house placement in your natal chart of where Jupiter is. Jupiter is very expansive, okay? And it tends to increase our experiences, knowledge, and understanding. It's a very philosophical energy. As Jupiter represents optimism, growth, generosity, and abundance, Capricorn, which Jupiter is in Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is an earth sign, okay, and represents boundaries and practical reality, hard work, motivation, and expanding and achieving goals. They are the doers who are not easily allured by get-rich schemes. So during a Jupiter retrograde in Capricorn, you were to clarify, to get some direction, to set some goals and have some strong plans so that when it does go direct, you can act on the strategies that you've figured out. So with Jupiter in Capricorn, you will attract the best good fortune when you organize, conduct yourself with integrity, and employ an ethical and mature approach. Taking a disciplined, committed, step-by-step approach to the realization of your goals is especially important as there is a strong need for concrete results. During these transformative and very chaotic times, the attitudes and values concerning religion, moral conduct, education, and politics tend to be rather conservative and traditional during this cycle, which is causing a lot of confusion and anxiety for some individuals. We have a lot of truth versus non-truth, okay? Jupiter is not the happiest because it's actually in its fall in Capricorn. So it may expand the negative, which is especially concerned with power and control and status consciousness. Interesting that we have the mask controversy, and some individuals are very controlling and want you to wear a mask. Hopefully this will subside as individuals are exempt and we do have some free choices left, especially with schools starting again. We do have choices. We have the public school system, we have private, we have charter, we have the outreach programs, and we have homeschooling. In Capricorn, you need to be aware that you can be very materialistic and a little bit miserly. There's a difference between being frugal and being cheap. In Capricorn, you need to be aware of that type of thing. Check to see where Jupiter is transiting in your own chart, and as it goes direct, the energy will start to expand, move forward, and you will be incredibly happy, especially if you did your due diligence. The specific areas that you were to see, to look at, would have been health, career, relationships, money, etc. And hopefully you develop some new tools, some strategies, and methods, okay, personally, to move you forward and pursue your goals with responsibility and some common sense. Jupiter stays in Capricorn until December the 19th, 2020, to make use of this incredible energy, as it won't be in Capricorn for another 12 years. It went into Capricorn December 3rd, 2019. Okay, so any Capricorn, like I have a sun in Capricorn, or where everybody has Capricorn somewhere. It gets a Jupiter in Capricorn is, if you do the work, is going to be really lucky and be really beneficial for you. Okay, so take this time. In the long term, you'll be especially proud of yourself because hopefully you took self-responsibility for your success through resourcefulness and reducing waste. You may very well get a window into areas where we have been limiting ourselves due to wasting time, energy, and resources. Some form of streamlining is important. And these are the values to embrace. Now, these are very important values: integrity, common sense, reliability, self-control, self-reliance. Big thing is decluttering, establishing more order and structure in specific areas of our lives. Okay, health issues with Jupiter can be related to excesses, working, too many obstructions, arthritis, or issues related to anxiety, depression, and or melancholy, especially with the COVID and the lockdowns and everything. Okay, we're being asked to turn inward, dig deep, and go within. With all the retrograde planets, the energy is really internalized. What is it all about? So we still have Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Mars. July 11th, 2020, Chiron, the wounded healer, went retrograde in Aries, and it stays there until December the 15th. You're being called to confront the feelings that you've been repressing rather than processing them. So to repress, it doesn't do you any good. Okay, what you need to do is process them. More authenticity and transparency, which allows for healing. It is all about being responsible for self. No more mental victimization. Can't point the finger. Now, it's really interesting. Each one of us have a specific area of life. For me, where the planets are sitting right now, it happens to be my 6th house. So it has to be work habits. It happens to be my health. And I have been working a lot with my physical health, and I've been doing a lot of emotional work, okay, internal processing, okay. And interesting enough, I just had a car accident the other day and it went boom, it's rolled up. But now what happens, your car is actually yourself. So my car is finished. I bought that in 2011 and I go to pick up a new vehicle that I did lease. So be aware of what it is. For me, I'm working with the most fantastic physiotherapist, acupuncture. I had met him years ago, worked with, his name is Dr. Gordorizo, and worked with Dr. Ung years ago too when I had my near death. So the universe has brought me to a place where the healers are there for me. So I feel very lucky. So where somebody would be really upset and angry, and that is just like, wow, thank you so much. Okay, and so many blessings, much love, and it's a great time for a private session or reading. Thank you for taking your time. And again, I would appreciate it if you would comment, share, and possibly subscribe. And as I said, Game Changer, it makes a great gift. You can see where you can order it. It's also available. It's available on Amazon and some chapters. Okay, and our first relationship is with ourselves, so we need to take more time for self-discovery. And there's some fabulous, if you look at the YouTube channel, there's some very interesting facts about the breakdown of relationships right now and what's happening because of past life, and how relationships are going to shift and change with the Aquarian energy. Okay, and hope you have a copy of it. And the biggest relationship is to know oneself and to the own self be true. And we are all about self-mastery. So mastering our emotions and mastering our thoughts, not suppressing them. Okay. And so I've been doing a lot of work since 2015, July, and then August of 2017, and this August of 2020, we've gone through this phase. So there's actually a video on it. You can see what have you been doing for your own self-mastery and your growth, and what experiences did you go through, and what were your lessons, okay? And so as we change and as we grow, we have to sit and think, what are my needs now? Because we've all changed inevitably. And the big thing is about our own worth and our own value. Okay. And so please share, enjoy, and embrace this wonderful Jupiter going direct. Thank you.